I got my motorcycle repaired. So I went back and said, hey, I changed my mind. I'll take the tire. Okay. I'm happy with it. Bike shifts, doesn't make any noise. Good morning again, everyone. I got my motorcycle repaired, and when I pulled in the drive, the landlady's like, "Oh, you fixed bike? Yeah. Had this done, got a new tire," and she asked what I did with the tire. I said, "Oh, I have no use for it, right?" She said, "Oh, she said grandson, but it's not her grandson. It would be her nephew, because it's her sister's kid, right? But she said grandson because she doesn't have any children herself. Possible to have grandchildren. Well, I guess you marry into a family. Anyway, she doesn't have any of her own children. So she says, "Oh, my grandson can use." And I says, "Really? For a swing, right?" Hang the rope from the tree, put the tire on the tree. So I went back and said, "Hey, I changed my mind. I'll take the tire." Okay. So I went back. I guess I need the tire now. Yeah. Anyway, so why not do a little walk and talk, Here we go. I didn't realize that that they had a motorcycle shop on the front corner of that building. I've noticed a couple of motorcycles sitting out front, but they have appliances there. It's always been an appliance store to me. And holy crap, half of it's Honda Waves and Clicks, and Yamaha's small bikes, I'm gonna move over here because I'm lollygagging, and I don't want this guy behind me. I don't want to have to make him wait. It's another one of them cherries, man. Those white, see that white one? That's cherry. God, they're expensive, man. Obviously made in China, but I'm just gonna drive around the block here. Want some eggs right there in front of you. Now, my morning walk, I was gonna go to this temple up here and enjoy the temple, because it's so close to my house. I haven't been to it. 2.5 years living up here. If you just once a day leave the house and come back, that's 2 times a day, 365 days in a year. I've driven past that place 1,000 frickin' times and never stopped. So yeah, I'm not gonna go do it now. I'm just gonna sit here and babble because my coffee's still hot. That's how quick it was. They were on it. And when I get home, I'm gonna lay out all the parts and kind of explain what they do. I'll put it on my tailgate, you know, like a desk. That was the temple to the right. But if you go right through it, it's that back road that I walk on. So I'm slowing people up. I know it's Monday, but I'm driving like a Sunday driver. I'm happy with it. Bike shifts, doesn't make any noise, and I feel a lot safer with that new rear tire. I could do a price breakdown and all that. I got the paperwork, but you know, I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. I mean, if it's something outrageous or something big like my elective eye surgery, big ticket items I pay attention to. But if fuel is 43 baht or 49 baht, I don't give a rat's ass, because I need it, I have to buy it, I can absorb it. Now for the Thai people, I feel bad for them, because that 5 or 6 baht difference is huge in their world, you know. I mean, huge. Chris Parker, retired and working for you, recently did a video in Isan, which surprises me that he's never been to Isan, in that region of the country. But he met up with a guy that was doing charity work and trying to keep kids in school, because, you know, after 9th grade you pay. Your tuition is not free for the public school system. And so he met up with this guy up there, and the guy's been here forever. He moved here. He was 3 months old. His parents were, I don't know, missionaries or something. But he moved to Thailand when he was 3 months old in 1981, when I came to Thailand at the age of 17 for the first time. Now, I haven't been in Thailand since I was 17. I need to get that straight, because people think that 2017 to 2026, oh my God, you've been there forever. No. I've come and visited. I've brought my family here. I've brought my dad here for dental work. I've brought my sister and her husband here. My wife and kids, my American wife. I've only been married once. I'm divorced now. Everybody knows that. But just so you know, I haven't been here, boom, straight since 1981. There's been breaks. There was an 8-year Army break, right? Was in the Army, so things like that. And it's like, oh, we're having kids, so you know, you gotta work your, you know, you gotta you know, climb that ladder and run in that little squirrel cage and be in the rat race, right? So at any rate, I'm gonna go home and pack. I'm looking at $38.27 for the blue diesel. That is down to the pre-war price, if I'm not mistaken. I think it could have been 34 though, but pretty damn close. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. But I have a feeling, not being political here, but I have a feeling that when the American current president is losing popularity. Started out with the war, and then his popularity really tanked with the end result of the. They didn't call it a ceasefire; they call it an MOU, something of opportunity or something of something. I don't know what the hell it means, but it's like an abeyance. Okay, we're taking a chill pill here, everyone. We're gonna negotiate, talk, and all this kind of stuff. Now, come on, do something. Because I'm turning, and if he's going straight, I don't want to clip him. I'm talking about this little motorbike right here. There we go. So, but anyway, I believe that with that popularity shift, the Republican Party will take it in the shorts in the midterms. That's about as far as I'll go on my political crap. Which means Iran, the other side will get in, and things will go to shit again. They'll be using the Strait of Hormuz as a choke point, as a control factor, and the British will keep their old school control over the market and things like that. When here, I thought, I used to say it all the time, you know, America, we think our shit doesn't stink, and we start a lot of shit around the world, okay? Destabilization stuff, things like that. But come to find that apparently it's been the UK. That was really surprising. Now, you know, I opened it up, so if you want to respond, you know, feel free. I don't care, because I mean, only a few people in Thailand know which way I lean, right? Because I just don't talk about politics. It gets in the way of friendships. You know, if you got a bunch of guys that say are on the, and in fact, I don't like left and right. I don't like that terminology. I think they should call it what it is: the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. Because when you say the right, you know, it's the right. They're right. You know, they're the right. I just think they shouldn't use that terminology, right? Here I'm saying right. I'm gonna pull over because I feel like talking some more. And this damn dragon fruit tree, it had one last year. It didn't do anything. I feel sorry for it. Anyway, so in America, we say we have the left and the right, and in Europe, you have the Labor Party and the something else. I'm kind of ashamed of myself for not knowing, because I have so many friends that are from there. I should at least be able to carry on a conversation with them. But I just kind of steer clear of politics. But I have a bunch of friends that are all for one side. You know, like the Three Musketeers, right? All for one, one for all kind of thing. And they make life decisions, friendship decisions based on politics, on the way the other person leans. And I just think that's the definition of ignorance, man. How in the heck can you it's like building a wall around yourself. We have to read, research, not watch every, talking head on TV, but read sources that you believe are legit. In the end, it all comes down to what you think is real or not. And then that's your source, right? So unless you're hearing from somebody firsthand, like they are telling you this. If I'm talking to the president and he's saying, Mitch, I'm gonna do this, then I know that's firsthand, okay? But that's never happened to me, and I doubt it ever will. I'll put money on that. But if you isolate yourself, put yourself in a box, and refuse to even communicate with people that think differently than you, that's stupid. I think stupid. Now you can have your private conversations with your fellow, like, okay, let's talk about the World Cup. They have their team. They're rooting for their team, and this team's rooting for their team. And then when they move on, they're rooting for a different team, right? It's not necessary. And then it whittles down, and then boom, you have a winner. And just like the NFL and the AFL and the NBA and the American League football and baseball and all that crap, right? You whittle it down. Racing, you have a point system, whittles it down, and people have their favorite whatever. But if you close yourself off, especially in politics, I think you're making a mistake. You're making your decisions are not informed, because you're absolutely shutting out anything from the other side of the fence or the aisle in America, as we call it. So I don't know. It's just I don't know why I went on that subject. I have no idea. But I am going to go home, pack my bags. It's supposed to rain later tonight, but once my stuff's ready for the morning, I'm going to do my online check-in first, and then pack my bags. It should be lunchtime by then. In the morning, I fly down and go under the knife. Please wish me luck. Thanks for watching. Bye.